Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I worked really, really hard for almost 2 years to win the scholarship of my dreams, which in October I failed to get. Even worse, when I got the phone call to tell me I didn't get it, I was live streaming with over 100 people watching. I'm now filming this video the day after Christmas, and just because of the way this year has been, I just really struggled to enjoy it this year. Everyone else was happy and jolly, but I just couldn't make myself feel the same. So if you're, like me, feeling more disappointed in 2025 than excited for 2026, this video is for you. Because going through this huge failure and difficulty in my life has retaught me some really important things that we all know, but everyone forgets. So I'd like to take just a few minutes of your time to remind you of 3 fundamental truths that if you had a bad year too, you probably need to hear right now. The first is that the things that happen to you are not a reflection of who you are. Our brains immediately default to the worst possible thoughts of, this is my life, this is how it will always be, this is just who I am. But it's not true. You are still you, and that will always be the case. The people who truly love you still love you. Their love doesn't depend on how well your life is going, so this year doesn't change anything. I know it's hard to believe right now, but literally not a single person in existence cares about how well your life is going, even a fraction as much as you care. They're all way too busy worrying about their own lives and what other people think of them. And even if this wasn't the case, anyone who's worth having in your life won't change their opinion because of how well your year went. So if someone's opinion of you does change, then congratulations. You've now removed another person from your life who was never worth having there in the first place. Number 2. This is a difficult one to accept, but will make the biggest difference. You still have things to be grateful for. Now, I know, when you're really struggling, the last thing you want to hear is just be grateful. But that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is to imagine that your friend had the exact same year that you had. How completely different would you view it? You'd have way more compassion and understanding for their situation. So why do you view your own life so much more harshly? This goes back to the previous point that you only see your life differently because you care so much about it. But that skewed perspective only hurts you, and it isn't even true. What do you have to gain from lying to yourself? From making yourself believe that things are worse than they really are? I'm not saying ignore what happened to you. I'm not saying pretend it didn't hurt. But I am saying that you deserve and owe it to yourself to have an honest and unbiased view of your year, the same way you would look at someone else's. For example, yes, I lost the scholarship and the last 2 years of my life essentially culminated to nothing. Career-wise, it was a big hit. But this year, I also moved to London. I moved in with my girlfriend, we got a cat, and all of those things bring me so much joy every single day. Every other area of my life except my career went really well. But I was letting this one failure cloud over and dominate everything else good that happened, making me think that the year as a whole was a massive failure, causing me to feel bad unnecessarily because it wasn't true. It's probably the same for you. Whatever went wrong, it's not the only thing that happened this year. You can feel the pain of the bad whilst also being grateful for the good at the same time. You're allowed both. No matter what happened this year, you did the best you could with what you had, and you deserve to treat yourself fairly with the same kindness and understanding that you treat everyone else. The third and final truth you need reminding of is the one that will impact 2026 the most. Yes, bad things did happen in 2025, but it's done now. It's in the past and it can't be changed. Trust me, if I could go back, I would. But I can't control time and neither can you. What we can control is what comes next. Number one, your reaction to the bad things that happened. And number two, what you do from here going forward and how you rebuild. There's no force in the universe that says you had a bad year, so now the rest of your life will be bad too. That's not how it works. What happened is not the end of your story, it's only part of it. And it certainly doesn't dictate the rest of it. Your future is still up to you and always will be, no matter what happens. No matter how far you fall, it's never too late to start building something new from where you are right now. And I know that sounds like stereotypical empty motivation just to make you feel better, but I'm not just saying it, I'm doing it right now. I'm sharing one of the worst moments of my life and turning it into something useful that I can use to help other people going through similar situations. In fact, my whole channel is about helping people who feel behind get back on track because that's exactly what I've been through. And if I can do it, then you can too. So if you're still here listening, I don't need you to do anything. Not right now. I just need you to understand and accept these three truths. That bad things are not a reflection of who you are. That you still have things to be grateful for and you deserve to remember that. And that in front of you right now is a choice. To let the events of 2025 continue holding you back, or take everything that happened this year, learn from it and use it to make 2026 your best year yet. To become the person you know you're capable of being and build the life you know you're worthy of having. Hey, if you're still here, there's one more thing I want to do with you before you go. To move forward into 2026, you have to let go of everything from 2025. Those negative emotions will only keep you prisoner. We're going to do this by using a quick breathing exercise, and I want you to follow along with me just once, even if it feels ridiculous. We're going to take a deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and think of all the difficult things in life that happened this year. We're going to hold that swirling, bubbling mess of negative thoughts and feelings in our head and capture them. Then when we breathe out, we're going to push all of it out of ourselves and release it into the world. So do that with me now, okay? Ready? Breathe in. And then breathe it all out. Good. Do that as many times as you need. And let's have a great 2026.